This week on commandN, the story behind Star Wars a cappella, Toyota cracks down on photo sharing, and Jeff takes us fishing. Welcome to episode 158 of commandN. I'm Amber.
I'm Will Pate.
And we're here at Next Media, which is all about monetizing digital content. How has it been so far?
It's been great. I had a panel discussion this morning, went really well, really fantastic stuff so far.
And this is all good advice in these tough economic times, especially for people online who are looking to make a cent or two. But I think, hopefully the future's looking bright for us.
Hang in there, keep your budgets low, and you'll make it through.
And fortunately for us, this episode is sponsored by Audible. Audible is a great place where you can go to get all of your audio entertainment content on the web. Now, if you want to get a free download, all you have to do is go to audiblepodcast.com/commandN, and you can get a free download from commandN. So remember, audiblepodcast.com/commandN. We have a great show today. We have an interview with the guy behind Star Wars a cappella. Jeff has a very helpful segment, but we have to get into the headlines of the week. Our first headline this week is from the folks at Boing Boing. They've just launched a new blog that's a gaming blog. It's called offworld.com. And so now you can get all your gaming fix from the good folks at Boing Boing.
The thing that I hope to do with Offworld is bring in an influence from people that are outside the games industry.
Nice.
Yes.
Next up, Amazon has used their S3 web hosting service, their cloud hosting service, to launch a new service that actually allows content creators like commandN to upload their video. They're doing, I think it's 17 cents per gigabyte for the first 10 terabytes, and then after that it goes down to 9 cents.
That is a pretty sweet deal, I have to say. Now, if you're interested in looking back at images as old as the 1700s, Google has announced a partnership with Life magazine where they offer up millions and millions and millions of their photos on the Google site. So you can go to Google Images and you can search through all the old Life magazines. Now, not all of these photos were published in the magazines themselves, but they are available in the archive, so kind of fun.
Well, I'm wondering what's going to happen with some Toyota images, because Toyota just got in trouble online for clamping down on members who are uploading wallpapers that included Toyota cars. Toyota tried to get them taken down, and now there's this whole thing going on where people are uploading pictures of Toyotas that are in disrepair, and this huge PR battle. I think they made the wrong move here. Next time they should take it easy on the lawyers.
Yeah, you know what, the people on the web have a lot more power these days, and I think that's great. They also had power to get a famous show that is done in French out of Quebec called Tête à Claque. It's now being produced in English. Now, a lot of people won't know this show, but I have to say it's kind of weird, almost like finger puppets and animation all squished together. Their humor is a little bit odd, so I'm going to let you guys take a look and let us know what you think.
Okay, and what can I do for you, Mr. Irving? Well, here's the thing, Doctor. I feel a little bloated lately.
A little bloated? Doctor, he hasn't crapped in 3 weeks.
Now, the good news is that if you know a little bit of French, you can also browse through all the French versions of Tête à Claque. And Will, you have some news for us, again from Google.
Yes, it looks like Google CEO Eric Schmidt is going to become our man in Washington for the tech folks. No announcement yet on who's going to be the CTO, but he's already started doing a lot of work, working on getting stuff like smart energy grids, where if people are creating energy at home, it can feed back into the grid, and you can sell the power you make at home. Talking about getting more competition in broadband, about all that kind of great stuff. So I just wanted to say a personal shout out to Eric. Please keep what you're doing. We hope it goes well.
All right, and now we have a shout out for Jeff, because he's going to do a very helpful segment about phishing and how to avoid it.
Hi, I'm Jeff MacArthur, and before proceeding to this week's Tech Tips, I'd like to remind you that this episode is brought to you by Audible.com, the leading provider in spoken word entertainment. Audible has over 35,000 titles to choose from to be downloaded and played back anywhere, just like commandN. And there's not just audiobooks at Audible, there's audio, comedy, radio, magazines, newspapers, and tons more. So log on to audiblepodcast.com/commandN to get a free audiobook download of your choice when you sign up today. Again, check out audiblepodcast.com/commandN for your free audiobook. Now, this week our segment is on phishing. Phishing is the criminal act of attempting to acquire sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, credit card details, and stuff like that by masquerading as a trustworthy entity in an electronic communication, typically via email or sometimes instant messaging. They could be pretending to be PayPal or eBay or even your bank, and they'll likely try to lead you to a fake site that can look very much like the real site in order to get you to enter personal information. Thankfully, there's a few easy rules to follow that can help avoid phishing. First of all, never send credit card information, passwords, or other personal information in an email unless you can verify that the recipient is really who they claim to be, and even then be careful about it. So keep in mind that the real company should already have some of the info that phishers go for, and many companies have policies that explicitly state they will never solicit such information by email. So how do you find out who the email really came from? Just reveal the email headers and note the most recent received from address to make sure it matches who the email actually appears to be from. And beware of links in emails. While the text in the link may look like it goes to a legitimate website, you should be able to just mouse over the link in your email, but don't click it, and have a pop-up showing the actual URL that you'd be taken to. If this doesn't look like the right URL, then it's probably a phishing attempt, so avoid it. And when in doubt, just type the address by hand into your browser. Finally, make sure to note the tone and content of the email. Most legitimate emails include your proper name or your account name, and they don't have mistakes like incorrect spelling or bad grammar that can often be a clue that, hey, maybe this is coming from a phisher and not a company that cares about that kind of stuff. You can also compare it to previous legitimate emails from the company if you have those around, and make sure that the email address you're receiving this at is actually the email address associated with your account. You can also look out for phrases like verify your account, and you've won the lottery, and if you don't respond within 48 hours, your account will be closed. Ploys like this are just trying to scare you into reacting without thinking. If you're really concerned about your account being closed, then go to your browser, type in the website, find a real contact number, and give them a call, because I bet you that's going to be a fake message, as most companies don't normally deal with things in that manner. So while phishing is really more of a user experience issue than a security issue, you should keep your security patches up to date, and keep in mind that most modern browsers, including IE7, Firefox 2, Safari 3.2 finally, and Opera, can check against blacklists to verify whether emails are legitimate or potentially from phishers. But that's no substitute for following these rules and just being smart about how you deal with these types of communication. That's all for this week. I'm Jeff MacArthur. Enjoy.
Hello, and welcome to my videos on YouTube. My name is Corey Vidal. I mean, you can see here, when I got featured, it just skyrocketed to, hundreds of thousands of hits. And you must use the force. Time ago.
Today, Corey Vidal's Star Wars a cappella tribute has more than 2 million views, but the success didn't come without hard work.
I had to listen to the song a lot. If anybody is like, oh, I've listened to this song over and over and over, I have heard it so many more times than that to memorize the 4 parts.
The tune was originally written by a band called Moose Butter, who are quite happy with Corey's lip-syncing skills and star power.
So what fun! This is spaceships, it's monsters, it's Star Wars, we love it.
To post it and, for it to spread the way that it did, neither of us saw that coming at all.
Corey now has his dream job. As a YouTube partner, he gets paid to make videos at his home near Toronto.
Unlike a lot of YouTubers, I actually kind of take it a little bit seriously. Not that they don't. I am kind of addicted, and I absolutely love it. But now I'm seeing a lot of new people subscribe because they're finding this a cappella video and going, oh, it's not the only video he has. Oh, he's been doing this for a while. So then they go and look and they see that I can dance.
His how-to dance videos are also a hit. Videos like this one that he shot in his parents' basement 2 years ago. He also plays piano and guitar.
Some of my first, very initial songs on YouTube were like a week after I got my very first guitar.
The 21-year-old says that with online fans, there are often online enemies.
There's people who think the video sucks. There's people who are angry because it is Moose Butter singing, it's not me. And you know, they post angry videos, and you know, they try to tear you down or embarrass you.
But he has some good advice for video newbies.
To get started, what you want to do is get involved in the community, because that's what YouTube is.
By popping the audio?
So to take all of my hobbies and
Yes,
to be able to do that
absolutely.
for a living, I guess would be the ultimate goal. I don't know how long it can last, hopefully a long time, and I'm going to ride it out as long as I can. I think it's a crazy situation to be in, but I'm enjoying it while it's here. Thank you.
Our web picks this week are sponsored by our friends at GoDaddy.com. Remember, if you want to sign up for any of their hosting packages, all you have to do is enter the promo code commandN. That's the number 1 and the number 0. You get an extra 10% off. If you forget the code, just go to commandN.tv, and we have a little badge on the right-hand side where you can get a quick reminder. And we hope you get out there and start building some fabulous websites.
So now it's time for our super web picks of the week. What do you have this week, Amber?
My super web pick is called clustershot.com. This is done by some friends of ours at Silver Orange, which is a great design and web company in Charlottetown, PEI. Now, Clustershot allows you, if you have photos on Flickr, anywhere online, to put those photos up for other people to buy those photos. So there can be a bidding process. It has integration with Flickr, and you also have the option to really price your photo as well. So if you want to sell off some photos for a really inexpensive price, it's a very handy way to do it. Now, it's about time someone came out with a service like this that caters more to the amateur photographer.
And Silver Orange, they're great guys. They build great products. You got to check it out.
They're really great. We've known them for a very long time, and another success story from PEI in the tech world. All right, Will, you have some fun stuff so people can learn.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, whenever the economy is bad, then it's a good time to, you know, learn about new stuff, get back, retrain, all that kind of stuff. So I've been spending a lot of time on iTunes University.
There's much more to iTunes than music and movies.
Learning everything I can about the economy and finance and all that stuff. I want to understand it better, but I had no idea how great this place is. There's so much cool stuff on there.
There is tons of cool stuff, and it's all free, I think.
Yeah.
That is the best thing ever. We love free. Now remember, if you have any comments, all you have to do is leave them at commandN.tv. We're always browsing through all of the different comments and feedback from people watching the show. And if you have ideas for upcoming episodes, leave us a message. All right, thanks for watching, and have a great week.
I'm your father. It is useless to resist. Come with me, my son, we will rule. Search your feelings, it is true. So
Okay.
you have a
So I will probably just say something quickly and then throw it to you just to smooth that over. All right.
If you will not turn, then perhaps she will give in to your hate.